Thinking about coming to Florida? Don't. We're full. But if you do come to Florida, watch this video. I'm about to go over a couple hacks, all right? That might save you a few dollars before you get here. Let's get into it. Now, we all know that traveling can be really expensive, no matter if you drive or you fly. But if you decide to take a flight from anywhere, okay, and you come into Florida, do this hack to save you a couple dollars. Now, I know people, have their own specific way that they want to buy flights, and you might have heard of this before, but what you want to do is you want to go over to Google Flights, all right? And you want to just type in the airport that you're leaving from. Don't put where you're going. Now, look, this part is important, okay? So, like I said, just put in where you coming from. Don't put where you're going, but make sure you put round trip and how many people that you need to buy tickets for. And you can, switch it up if you want to do like first class or whatever. But make sure you take care of this section before we move on to the next step. Now, when you got all that situated, all right, go to up at the top where it says travel, okay? Click that. Once you click that, a map is gonna pop up. Now, a map will pop up, all right? Now, on this map, you'll see all these different flights that are here. They're super cheap as well. But these are empty seats on the plane that ain't been booked yet. So they throwing them out there real cheap. But this the thing with it, though. Gotta pay attention to this. Make sure that the dates of these flights are around the time that you were wanting to travel anyway. So if you were trying to travel on the 21st, it might come up with a date that's around maybe the 19th or the 20th. Might be a little off from yours, but you saving so much money. Good example. Look at this Vegas flight. Let's say you was trying to go to Vegas around the 15th, okay? Anywhere around that. Look how cheap that flight is, okay? If you just regularly go to any one of these airlines and try to get you a flight to Vegas out right now, I did this just now, okay? You're going to spend about $300-400 on a Vegas flight coming out of Orlando. This coming out of Orlando. Look how much money you saving. All right, next up, okay? Places to stay. When you get to Florida, okay, we all know that, especially in the tourist areas, it can be really expensive to get a hotel or Airbnb or any of that, okay? But there's ways that you can get, a cheaper hotel. All you gotta do is do a little digging. Now listen, I know a few people gonna be like, nah, bro, I ain't doing this because I done had a bad experience. Me too, okay? But when you're trying to save some money, sometimes it's worth it to do this, okay? So everybody done heard of Hotwire.com, right? Just listen to me for a second. Now, there's a special way you need to do Hotwire.com. You can't just be picking no rooms and then just thinking everything gonna be copacetic. Nah, because sometimes you might be standing in the middle of a war zone. All right? So what you want to do is, when you're looking for your Hotwire hotel, make sure that the room, all right, is a 3.5 or better. Honestly, you want to do a 4-star, but if you get, budget-wise, you might be able to pull off a good 3.5. But if you do anything 4 and above, they still gonna be cheaper than the regular room. You're gonna get a decent hotel. You're gonna get you some kind of Hilton, a Hyatt, Intercontinental. These are all decent hotels that do, continental breakfast, and they got clean, quality rooms for $60 sometimes. Now, I'll say this. There's only one horrible thing about, Hotwire.com is that you can't see what room you're staying in until you pay for it. But this the thing. This is why I say only pick a 4-star. Because if you do, you're going to at least be in a pretty decent hotel. So just make sure it's a 4-star. And then this ain't a bad idea. Now, this last one, it's not really a major thing. It's not really a hack either. It's just a good idea to do it, all right? So when you come here, you got kids and stuff with you, y'all order some food back at the hotel, all right? And you realize that you don't have any plasticware because most of these hotels, they ain't got no plasticware, all right? You got to either find some downstairs at the, hotel, or you got to go over to Walmart, Walgreens, Dollar Store, something like that, and go buy your little cheap pack of plasticware. Nah, that ain't what you want to do. What you want to do is find you a local Wawa, okay? Don't worry. It's going to be one somewhere in a 5-mile radius, all right? Go to a Wawa even before you get to the hotel. Go over to the condiment section where you get your napkins and your, salt, pepper, and stuff like that, little salad dressing. But go on up here at the top, right up in here, okay? Spoons, forks, and knives. Just go ahead and get you a nice little handful of them, so you could be set for the, week. Now listen, don't just go into a Wawa and grabbing all of this. No, first of all, you gotta pay for this. But buy something, okay? Water, little soda or something. Buy something and then come over here and get you some condiments. And also get you some salt and pepper because you might need it, all right? Depending on how long you stand. Don't just walk in here just taking these people, plasticware, because that's stealing. Now look, I don't know what y'all gonna do to remember this. Like it, comment, share it. These shirts are on sale. But the more you know. Peace.